I don't know if you guys see me yet. Howdy guys. Today we're going to be putting together some lures. My wife got me these for Christmas and I just got a chance to start doing them. We got various shades of scaling. Put those up there. And then we got one that glows in the dark, and then I'll show that later on, or a little fingerprinting from the kids. So the plan is we're going to build some lures, and then what I'll do is I'll go out and for each one we'll do a fishing video. I cannot speak. We'll go out with each lure and we'll target something with each lure individually and specifically get that one and see what it does. See what we can bring in. So this one we got is a popper, and it already has some scale pattern on there. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll just overlay this on there and press it in, and maybe we'll get a double scale pattern on there. I think maybe this one is the one we're going to do. And then maybe on the bottom, since this is a top water one, we can put the glow in the dark part right there, and then fish can see it from the bottom. And then get my Post-its out. First I'm going to start off by putting the Post-it along the edge of the lure. And then that gives me my profile, and I'm going to actually bring it down here past that little gill plate, and then just wrap it around, and then you take your pen. That's a little difficult for me to do on this side, but just trace where you think that body's going to be so that you get that coverage. And this goes all the way to there. And then for here, we'll just round it like that. Yeah, that looks about right. And then we'll take that rough cut. And if we want, we could actually, flush it out so it looks nicer. There you go. Got a nice little profile. And then we'll take that and we'll transfer it to here. And the reason why I did Post-it is so I could just stick it right on there. And I think since the pattern's going this way, like this is the head of the fish, we'll just put that right in the corner. And then, here, let me get my notebook. And then we can just lift and trace. So from here, we'll just continue it. And then we'll just boom, boom. And so what I'm doing is I'm just lifting that bottom up. And then now I got there. We'll put a point here, put a point here. And then mark it at best I can there. All right. So we did that. And then we got our, I should put this back here. I'll do this. Ah. Runaway Post-it, guys. Alright, and then we have our markings here. And we know it like arches a bit, so we'll just connect these two dots. Then we'll connect these two. And that'll be where we cut. And we'll do our best to save as much of this material as we can. And this is the one we're doing. We're working on this side. So, I guess I probably could have traced it, but I think mine's going to be a little more sharper. All right, then we're going to take my pink scissors here. my girly scissors. If I cut along the line I actually did, there we go. And then we'll save that sliver for something else. Come around here, gently. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm not the best cutter. Alright, let's go. Just take your time when you're doing it if you have a kit like this. Happy little accidents, Bob Ross used to say. Alright, and then we got that. And then I think we could just wipe the ink off. Yeah, the ink just comes right off. Alright, let's get our Whoppy Ploppy that I call it. See, and let's see if I can do this right the first time. No, is this not a stick? Oh, it is. It is. All right, all right. Oh, it's clear. I didn't know that. Look at that. It's clear, guys. It's got like this see-through film to it. Give it a chance to focus. Oh, all right. Now let's just take this little bad boy. Come up here. What was it, like that spot? No, it was higher. There. Something like that. Oh. And then I think I'm going to split it right down there. Maybe get that thing to fold right. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Kind of takes that tension off that area. And then you can just wrap it around. Press it down really good. And then if I have a knife or something, I could probably clean up this edge so that it looks more like the gill plate. Then we'll wrap that around. And boom, that side's done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, let me find my knife. Alright. Throw the little axe in there. Alright, so and then just come through with your fingernail and define that edge. So it makes it really easy for you guys to follow it with that blade. Shouldn't handle a blade while I'm doing that. Think smarter, Brian. Alright, so I'm going to use the light itself as a refractor and see where that edge is and get it nice and pushed down. And then we can take this and just come along. Alright, we got that side. And then just come along. That is not going to be pretty, guys. Should have used the X-Acto knife. Oh well. If you guys are wondering if I'm going to poke myself, I might. See if this comes off. If I cut it enough. Oh, it rips easily. That's not where I cut it. No, get off of me. There you go. Sticky tape. Bad sticky tape. Alright. Oh, I think it's working, guys. It's working, it's working. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. There's no air bubbles at all, is there? There's probably like 5 air bubbles in there. Alright. And then, like I said, I'm going to put a strip of green here. Maybe we can trace it out with the Post-it. Get a fresh Post-it, because we'll use that on the reverse to do our other side. And then we'll take a Post-it. And look, we'll see. If we stick it like here, like that's our landmark, right? Halfway through here. Have it come around, and then we'll have to do some surgery for this little guy. Cut out that eyelet, and then we just slide it in. We just slip it over there, and then boom. This shows us where we got to have it. All right, and then if we just take that and we say, all right, here's our midline. Here's our midline. And then we come around here, and we're gonna want it like this. Hey baby, what's going on? All right, and then we're gonna go around on the other side, and we're just gonna trace it best we can. You always fill it in later. And then we'll just plop that off. And then we have where we need our little slot right here. Let's see, where's the sticky part? That side? All right, we'll do it on this side. Come over here, put it in the corner. Actually, let's invert it. Yeah, we can just put it along that edge so we're only having to cut a little bit and not wasting too much material. In fact, why don't I... There is... Are they on all of them? No. Just that one. Alright. Not as big as Epiphany as I was hoping. Alright, so we'll do this. Slide it there. Will that work? I don't think that might. No, let's just stick with the old-fashioned way. If I don't lose my sticky part. Light. Alright, we need to bring it down just a little. Line that edge up. Pull it taut so it's right. Come on. Alright, then we're gonna put that as the midline. And then we'll lift up at the fold. And then we can do this part right there. And then we make a mark here and here. And then this one, we come up where? Right about here. Right about there, I'd say. And then this point comes down. Well, we ruined it. Well, anyways, we actually got our 2 marks there where we needed it. And then we come through right there and then come around. All right. Then here's our little woppy ploppy. And then we'll take this little thread, cut along the line. Right there, and then we'll just come in and do this side real easily. Boop. All right, we'll put that off to the side. All right, I'm gonna clean up this little mess here. All right, we got our body profiles, and that's trash. Off camera, hopefully. Let me know if you see the trash in the corner. This corner. All right, and then let's look at this. So we're gonna have it go across the back here, the bottom here, and then let's see how big of a slit it shouldn't be too big. So we'll just move you out of the way. Slicey, slicey, I'm a surgeon. Hello, welcome to Dr. Horrors. Hello, welcome to the Dr. Horror Show. We have minty cutties. I don't even know if I got that out right. Alright, got it through on the other side. Let's just finish it up right there. And right there. Come on. Woohoo. This is the art of a surgeon. Let's see if we can just pop it out. Somewhat. So, and then it's going to go on there, and we should wipe that inky stuff off. And I think beforehand we will clean it up. Maybe thin it out. Maybe. Doesn't have to be perfect, you know, happy little accidents. There we go. All right, now let's just peel it off. And I think we could just clean it up with the knife or my little hatchet here. Now, if I can get this off of the sheet. All right, I got big giant hands. Just well, maybe we did it. No, it could have gone a little farther on that edge. Probably could have came down more on this side. It's all right. It's a learning curve. And then we can see where the creases are right here and here. Just take our little knife. Slicey, slicey. Then average that out. And then this side. Slicey. Slicey where the tension is. And then flatten that out. And then put that on there. Yeah, flatten that out, that edge out. I think once the stickers come off, I'll get paints and we'll do another video where we have the eyeballs. We'll put the eyeballs in again and we'll just paint everything by hand. And then we can we go fishing with those. Get 2 videos out of it. Alright, so I'll do this other side. We'll do an eyeball. Which one should we do? Let's see. Blue, black, red. Thinking red would go good. Boom, that guy right there. Look real mean and aggressive. So let's get that guy out. Oh, that's not right. Are these not going to come out? Come on. There we go. Come on, get in there. It's like wanting to go everywhere but the eyeball socket. Mother heifer, come on. There we go. Push it on there. I have no idea if it's going to stick. I probably wasted some of the glue on there. And then there, we got that one. And I'll do the rest of the sides off camera. That's just like doing that, I guess. Just that one bit in the eye. Well, let's just do it. Let's just take care of it. Alright, get that eyeball on there. Alright. Well, once you know what you're doing, it's a lot easier. Oh, that's going to look good, and then it does glow in the dark, so maybe I can help you guys out. I don't know if that did anything. Alright, we'll just finish up this other side and we'll move on to the next one. We'll bring it in some. That way I don't have to mess around with lifting up the thing. I could just dot. Put a dot there, a dot there. Continue that out to there, dot there, dot there, dot there. Well, we won't need that dot. Alright, so then pop that baby off. First, we should connect our line, shouldn't we, guys? Right there, so you guys can see it. And then came out to about there. But remember, we needed like this much off, like just a little bit, like a little width, like that much off. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll just do this. Put that there, and that's the measuring line, so we'll go in that much, and then we'll come over here, do it that much, and we may need to take some off. That's okay. We'll fine tune it. Maybe I'll put this as close to the other edge as I can and then trim it off the smallest part. All right, let's get this going. And we're just gonna go straight across. All right, put that over there. We're done with that one. Throw trash off screen. And then wipe off that ink. And then yeah, we'll just, because that matches that pattern, going the same way. Might need to cut those again. Pinch them down. I guess I probably could have just butterflied that. That'd be a way. Maybe we'll do that on the next one, where we'll have it like, we'll get the half and we'll have it come out like that and like that. We'll just cut it out of one piece and then have that divider down. I don't know if you guys can see that. Have that divider come down, and then that way, like, that's not as pretty as the other side. Anywho, so we'll do that, and then we'll fork it here. That way this can bend over the edge, and it should taper down on that where it goes along the back and then taper down to the tail. And that should be where it goes. All right, we're going to try that next time. Maybe this one we'll try it on. Do it the way we did it before. From up here. That's right, Brian. We could overlap it and make it look consistent. That's pretty nice. I fucked that up. I mean, I messed that up. I messed that up. There. Alright, hold on. Where did I cut it? I cut it back here, didn't I? Yeah, I cut it like this. Alright, so push that down that way. Pull that down around. And then we'll clean that up. Clean that edge up. With our trusty hatchet. Doesn't have to be perfect. This has to be something, right? And then boom. It's a little, oh, I got bubbles everywhere. All right. Butterfingers, Brian. And here, we'll put it on here. Maybe the background, nope. Here, we'll use my notebook. All right, and then there we have it. Nice little whopper plopper. And then when we get a chance, we'll take it out and we'll go see if we can catch anything with it. Till next time, you guys have a good one.